Fear has a way of testing us. It presses on your soul and asks a quiet but demanding question. Who are you going to be right now? Strong or brittle, hard or tender? Defensive like a grown person who has learned to survive, childlike, or honest about not having control? Fear exposes us. It doesn't create a posture, it reveals it. The truth is, being afraid is not a personal failure. It's part of our human experience. It's part of being human. God knew long before we did. That's why fear not appears over and over again in the Bible. Matter of fact, about 365 times, it says fear not. Not because fear wouldn't show up, because it would. Perhaps maybe every day. God accounted for the moment when life will rush at us too fast. When our nervous system would switch to fight or flight mode before our faith could catch up. Fear didn't surprise God. He anticipated it. He made provision for it for you and I. Fear would always try to push us toward extremes. It would tempt you to armor up, control, power through, or prove we are unfazed. Or it will pull us into collapse, silence, shrinking, avoidance, or even paralysis. There is another way. Fear, when seen correctly, is not just a threat, it's an invitation to surrender, not as a weakness, to trust. Childlike trust. Childlike trust is not naive. It is not pretending that the danger isn't real. It is choosing relationship over self-reliance. It is your soul saying, I don't have to know everything. I don't have all the answers. I don't have to be everything. It is also saying, I'm not alone in this moment. When fear tries to make us reckless or rigid, surrender softens us without undoing us. It returns us to dependence, not desperation, just trust. Childlike trust. Like a child that can trust their parent, the warmth of their parent's presence in a raging storm. Fear comes to show us and remind us that we are not God, we're human. In that posture of surrender, in that reminder, there is grace and there is mercy. Because the goal wasn't for us to live unafraid, to live bold. The main goal is to live anchored. It is from the posture of living anchored that we can stand bold and courageous, even in the presence of fear and threatening life situations. To learn that even with sweaty palms and shaky knees, we are still held by God. It's an invitation to surrender. It points us back to the posture that heals us the most. The humility to trust, and the courage to stay present, and the grace to rest in a God who already knows that this day would come, that this would happen, promise to stay with you even in the midst of it. I say to you, fear not. God is with you. You say, I will never leave you nor forsake you. Many years ago, when my kids were younger, I remember the first time they experienced hailstones. They were so scared. The power went out. Here we had all these noises. The windows were shattering, the roof and everything. They came to my bedroom. They snuggled in with me. They didn't know I was afraid. I was equally afraid too. In the comfort of my presence, these kids went to sleep. Can you believe that? They went to sleep. Why? Because they trusted that mom was there to protect and to comfort them. That's how I want you to trust God, even in the midst of that overwhelming, threatening, harassing life situation that looks like fear. You are a winner. Until next time, keep taking care of your soul.